live. Yes, we are live. So, hey guys, so just a quick update, because one of the things that kind of occurs to me is just how bad sometimes we are at letting people know exactly what we do and how we can help and all of that kind of thing. And especially right now where times are as they are, everybody's working from home, everyone's wondering where the next pound's going to come from. People are, well, first of all, they've either lost their job, or they don't know if they're going to go back to a job, or they're potentially seeing this as an opportunity to change fundamentally how they live their life. Okay, so we're in contact with people who are on about starting businesses up, and sometimes it's a great idea and sometimes it's not such a great idea, depending on what the business actually is, but they still actually need a little bit of help. This is Gerald, by the way, Gerald the giraffe, as our daughter named it. So one of the things that's been happening for us in the last couple of weeks really is the amount of people coming through and actually asking about website design, about marketing, about social media, about creating a business of some kind so that they can actually get some money of some kind. And so we did a little bit on this. Our normal website package is like £500, so we took 20% off that and knocked it down to £350, which basically means we're working for no profit, pretty much. There's a little bit of margin in that, but it's just so tiny it's not even worth talking about. But right now, where we are, as of April the 9th, it's not about making money. It's about going out and helping people get what they want, so that in 6 months, they're still in existence. Their family can eat. Their business can actually kickstart. They can actually start learning to start a business, generate some extra income. And I think that's what it's about right now, because there's so many people out there that are worried right now. And we all know what I'm talking about with the virus that's going on. And so from our point of view, it's like, well, what is it that we could do to help people? So obviously we dropped the prices of the websites. And actually we sold the third one this week, just this morning. That's very nice. And we've got a whole team of people sat there ready and waiting to create websites for people, because we know that, you know, that's what people want. And obviously we got a team that we want to pay as well, and make sure that they're safe and that they're fed and their families are fed and all the rest of it. So it's kind of this knock-on effect, isn't it, with money? Whereas the money comes in and it goes straight back out, but it's distributed in the right kind of way. And it's the same for you when you're out earning money for your own business or a business that you're thinking about creating. You've got to go out and start closing some business, because the money that comes in is going to be money that pays your rent. I had a couple of those conversations today. It pays for your mortgage, it pays for your food, your light, your electricity, it pays for your car payments. And so having a website is absolutely vital. So let's talk about the 3 things that your website needs, and I think this will add a little bit of value in this video as well. So the first thing that your website needs is, when somebody lands on that website, they've got to know, am I in the right place? Is it obvious what this website does? And we see a lot of websites and they're really not obvious. I landed on someone's website earlier this week, and I was like, it took me 5 minutes. I still didn't know what this website actually did. They were so vague, as though it's some massive secret about what this website actually does. And they were like, I don't know what they did. They did like smart homes and that kind of thing. I was doing some research for one of our clients. So they did like smart homes, but they was just really vague on actually what they did. And then it wasn't easy to buy any products. And I don't know why it was so vague. It was like some big secret. And it's like, like this concept of, if you're in the know, then you're in the know. And if you're not, then, well, that's crazy. You're there as a website. And the first thing that people want to know when I land on someone's website is, am I in the right place? And if your website isn't making that really clear, if you've got any comments, by the way, just stick them in the box down below. But if you're not making that really, really clear on your websites, on your website, I should say, or even on your social media presence, then you're going to lose customers almost straight away. And I'm not saying that you put every single thing that you do on the homepage, because that's not going to work either. But you need to make clear about what is it that you actually do. So that's number 1. Am I in the right place? Number 2 is, can you help? So if I land on somebody's website and I'm looking for, let's say, a sofa, and they haven't got pictures of sofas on there, first of all, am I in the right place? Second of all, can they help? And actually, one of the things that we like to say to people is, this is what we do. We are here to help. So you're already telling me that you're here to help, and then I can see that you're there to help, because I can see that it's got, say, free delivery or a 12-month payment plan or whatever it happens to be. If I need a sofa, I can see that you can actually help me. Comes in a range of colors, for example. And if your website again is not doing that, if I land on a smart home website and it's not immediately obvious what you can do to help me, I'm going on to the next smart home website. And it's the same for your website as well. So if you've got a website, obviously let me know in the comments down below. But these are the things that you need to have implemented on your website. So number one was, am I in the right place? Number two is, can you help me? And number three is, do I trust you? So this is where things like testimonials come in. It's really funny, by the way, because I've not got this list written down and my memory is like a sieve. I'm terrible at remembering three things. So the third one is, do I trust you? And this is where things like video testimonials, product reviews, getting 5-star reviews. And in fact, my digital marketing company, we're constantly asking for reviews on things like Google, and sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. But when we get a review, we actually turn that into a graphic and then we plaster that on the website so other people can get social proof that actually other people have trusted us and this is what we've done for them and you should trust us as well, and that we can help you. So those three things are, am I in the right place? Can you help me? Do I trust you? If you've not got those three things in there, and there's extra things that you could have as well, okay? But those three things are absolute paramount in terms of what you need. The next thing that would be nice is, what's the next step? So number 4, I know it's a 3-point list, but number 4 then would be, what's the next step? What is it that you want that customer to take next? And this is one of the problems with websites, as opposed to, say, Facebook groups, is that with a website, someone lands on the page and they disappear and you don't know who they are, you don't know what they were looking for, you don't know if they got the help that they wanted. And so these are the things that you need to start implementing onto your website. Like, what is the next step? What's the very next thing that you want this person to actually take? Like for us sometimes, well, in fact, for us, it's, I want you to come and join our Facebook group. We've got a little banner across the top that says join our Facebook group. That's what we want. That's where we're going to get engagement. And you might be going, well, why are you driving people to your website and then you're driving them off? And the simple reason is the sale takes place on the website. So the transaction takes place on the website. Everything else that leads up to the transaction takes place on social media in 2020, 2021, 2022. Unless there's something drastic that's going to happen, that's where it occurs. Engagement takes place on social media. People come on videos and are either agreeing or disagreeing with you on a video. They're agreeing or disagreeing with you on your comment or on your Facebook posts or your LinkedIn posts or your YouTube videos. But the actual sale takes place on the website. So yes, you want to drive traffic to the website so people can see what there is to sell. Then you want to get them to engage on social media. And then when they're ready to buy, they then go back onto your website and make the purchase. So for example, this morning, the website that we sold this morning, which was a chap that does wills, really nice guy. He makes wills. And if you've not got a will, by the way, I'm an investor and I've got millions of pounds of property in the UK. And if I die and I haven't got a will, it can be a nightmare. So if you've not got a will, you absolutely need wills. And so that's what this guy actually makes. He creates wills for people. I can put you in touch. If you drop me a PM, I'll put you directly in touch. But the way that this transaction actually occurred is really important. So let me explain what happened. I spoke at an event about 10 years ago in Manchester. He kept my business card, by the way, all those 10 years. It's a long sales cycle. Then he found me on social media again, and then he made contact, went to the website, booked in a strategy session. Then we had a phone call. We talked about websites and all the things he can do. And so he'd gone through this sales process before we'd even got to the point of where he's talking about a website. And then he goes back onto my website to conclude the transaction, which is where he makes a payment. The money comes in via Stripe. But everything leading up to that sale happened through various other methods of engagement, which is why you want the social media. The actual transaction took place on the website. And the reason that transaction took place on the website is the website design link just below. So if you go and have a look at that, it talks about all the things that you get when you buy a website. There's also some social proof on there because we've got websites that we've already done for other people, although they're not all up there, but a good proportion are, a good number of websites are, I should say. So that then works as a. I'm just put off, by the way, because people are clapping, and it's 8 p.m. Of course, we should clap. It's 8 p.m. here in Spain, so we should clap for the. I forgot, I came out at 8 o'clock. So the actual transaction took place on the website. Thank you, by the way, to all our key workers, both here in Spain and in the UK. Didn't think I'd do. I mistimed this, didn't I? Thank you to our key workers. Thank you to our school teachers. Thank you to our cleaners who are keeping everything going. Thank you for our delivery drivers. We had a couple of deliveries today. Thank you to the order pickers working in an Amazon superstore. Thank you to everybody. We really appreciate it. So in terms of the transaction, that then has to take place on the website. But all the lead up can take place on social media. But if you've not got those three things, I'm in the right place, can you help me and do I trust you? You ain't concluding that transaction. They're going to go onto someone else's website, having been sold the idea of needing a website and wanting to do this business. They're going to buy it from someone else because you can buy a website from anywhere. Why would you use us? And so actually the sales cycle of that website occurs much earlier than at the point of sale. It occurred for this guy 10 years ago when he saw me speak at an event in Manchester. And so if you've not got a website right now, drop us a message. That's something we can definitely help. If you have got a website, make sure it's answering those three questions. I'm in the right place. Can you help me? And do I trust you? And then there's all the extended stuff on there, such as what's the first thing that you want people to do? What's the very next step that you want them to take? Is it joining a Facebook group? Is it filling in a form? Is it booking a call? This guy actually booked in a phone call. We call it a digital marketing strategy, where we speak for about 45 minutes. We took about an hour for this one. So they book in that phone call. What's the next step that we want them to take? I see too many people, they have stuff going out on social media, they're driving to a website and it's like, buy my stuff. And they're trying to sell this stuff far too soon in the sales process. You want to get them on social media, maybe take them to a website, get them into your group, get them to book a phone call, a digital marketing strategy, and then on that digital marketing strategy, then you can maybe sell them. Even better, get them to watch a couple of videos, get them to engage in your content, get them to listen to the podcast, get them to watch some of that Facebook Live stuff where you're going to get even more credibility because you actually know what you're talking about. Then you can go and sell them if that's the appropriate next step. I see too many people trying to sell straight off Facebook for a £500 product, and it's like going out on a first date and discussing what the children's names are going to be. It's just not going to work. All right, hope that's useful. Little broadcast there just to share some of the learnings that we get, show you that we're still in business, closing business, helping people in these difficult times. I hope that's useful. We'll catch up with you on the next video. My name's Dan Latter. Take care.